Show me your post-roll ponytail. Good job, mama. Good job. You from the Far East Side? You from the Far East Side?
No.
Well, how you got post-roll ponytail?
Right there.
It's right there?
Yes.
Your mommy got post-roll ponytail?
Yeah.
I know it.
The law doesn't specify a specific age because the law doesn't want to specify an age. In this situation, you have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. Clearly, they're not able to stay by themselves.
Police say Gardner confessed she came back to the apartment once a day to feed her 2 kids and often found them covered in peas. Gardner admitted she knew she was neglecting.
All right, what's up with it, y'all? So look, man, I'm back again with another video. And listen, before we move forward into this video, I do want to start this off the correct way by saying RIP to this beautiful, beautiful little baby by the name of Skylar Gardner. Skylar Gardner is a 2-year-old baby who didn't stand a chance in this world with a mother like she had. I can't even really call her mother, her biological parent. Man, it's so many different things that could have took place to make sure that this baby was taken care of properly, or she could have gave this baby away. And I'm only saying that to say that that's why I feel like this is intentional, because she could have did so many different things to ensure their safety and well-being, but she didn't do that, and she disregarded all of that. But look, before we move forward into anything else, I want to tell everybody out there that's rocking with me, I appreciate y'all for being here. I hope that everything is okay with you and your family, and I'm wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of y'all life. And when I say this, I'm strictly talking to those who say the same thing back to me in return, and to those who can't say it back to me in return but reciprocate the same energy back to me. Other than that, let's go ahead and move forward into this situation. Now listen, it's a crazy situation when you having kids that you really don't want, and this was a prime example of that. This crazy fucker by the name of Chantel Gardner had this beautiful baby and disregarded her whole existence to be with a man. And I cannot stand somebody who puts somebody over their damn kids if it ain't your husband. You out here tripping, or somebody you finna marry, whatever the case may be. Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all know how that chain of command goes when it comes to stuff like that. But people do different things, so I ain't here to argue with you about that. I'm just speaking about it how it's supposed to be, or how I see it to be. Anyway, she was an aspiring rapper. She thought she was Nicki Minaj or somebody. Was always running around rapping and all other type of shit, but was neglecting her damn kids. And it's crazy that she was making jokes about it and stuff like that. It's a video that she posted just saying that, you know, she sent the baby to her grandmother, which passed away. I'm not for sure if that's true or not, but she just used it, and it just made me have a sick feeling in my stomach after this happened, because that took place before she initially lost this child. But yeah, she was with her boyfriend for multiple days on end, and the damn boyfriend with his deadbeat ass, he knew that this girl was leaving these kids somewhere, and he got charged too, just like he should have. You know, and I really do hate the fact that so many different dudes allow anything from someone just to make sure that they can get them some, or be in the presence of a woman. You gotta hold her accountable just how she hold men accountable for being deadbeats. I don't get that, and I never will. But you know, ultimately she's in jail right now under $100,000 bond. Now, it's a couple of things that I did leave out of here, but I want to say some pictures and a lot of words will be blurred out, so if you don't like that, then move around. But just letting you know a heads up that I won't be showing every single detail of this home. But I do want to say that they said that the baby died from hypothermia, which means she was freezing, and they said that she had bite marks, and I'm thinking it's from a rodent or the other child that was there with her as well. And they said she had a puncture wound, you know, in her neck area, and they're saying they think it's from a rodent. Now, I don't understand why you would leave your child like this, but hey, you know, everybody ain't meant to be a parent. So yeah, let's get into this right here, and we're gonna talk about everything during and after the video. Let's go.
That an Indianapolis mother has been charged in the death of a 2-year-old girl, and her alleged boyfriend has a warrant out for his arrest. You may remember this story. Last Saturday, Metro Police responded to an apartment complex on the city's northeast side near Shadeland Avenue. 33-year-old Chantel Gardner called 911 saying she found 2-year-old Skylar unresponsive and not breathing. Officers found the home in disarray with trash on the floor alongside steak knives. Officers say Skylar was cold to the touch when they found her. They say she was covered in bruises and injuries. Now, Chantel faces murder and neglect charges. The boyfriend, Brian Thomas, faces a charge of assisting.
That Indianapolis mother who faces charges after the death of her 2-year-old daughter. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chelsea Helms.
And I'm Nick McGill in for Bob. CBS 4's Jesse Wells got a hold of court records today, which detail how the case came to light over the weekend.
Police were first called to this apartment building behind me by the victim's mother, who reported finding her daughter unresponsive under a dresser. Court records claim that mother admitted to neglecting her kids, who were living in filth. Here on the ground floor of this apartment building near Shadeland and Fall Creek, 2-year-old Skylar Gardner died Saturday night. Police claim the little girl and her young sibling were living in horrific conditions, with the apartment floor and walls covered in feces amidst a stench of rotting food. According to this affidavit, the girl's mother, Chantel Gardner, told police she left her young children home alone for several hours every day and night while she spent time at her boyfriend's house.
Clearly, the state has a good case to show that she was neglect of a dependent.
Attorney Mario Masalamani isn't connected to the case, but says while Indiana law doesn't specify an exact age at which a child can be left home alone, parents can be charged with neglect if they abandon their children, deprive them of necessary support, or leave them in a situation that endangers their life.
The law doesn't specify a specific age because the law doesn't want to specify an age. In this situation, you have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. Clearly, they're not able to stay by themselves.
Police say Gardner confessed she came back to the apartment once a day to feed her 2 kids and often found them covered in feces. Gardner admitted she knew she was neglecting her kids, but insisted she never physically harmed the children herself.
That's manipulation. That's how you know right there it was intentional. She thought about a way to get around this. She didn't do it intentionally. Yes, you did, because you knew what the hell you was doing wasn't right. You treat them like animals. You feed them once a day and stuff like that. You tripping. And then you know so many different things that can happen to a child. They're toddlers. They're terrible too. That's true. They be going in there grabbing everything, doing everything. They said she was found by some utensils you cut food with. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They said she was right there beside them. And it's just crazy that you would leave your child in this hazardous environment. I just don't get it. And I really do wish that they didn't even give her the opportunity to go to court and go to trial and all that other type of stuff. She's a waste of taxpayers' dollars. If you can't take care of your damn kids, you definitely don't need to be taken care of by the state. Ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna ever agree with that. Get their ass up out of here. And it resulted to someone passing away. Man, please, let's get back into it.
For neglect of a dependent, you don't have to show that she intentionally tried to harm them. She just put them in a situation that it risked their lives.
While it's not clear exactly how the 2-year-old girl died, doctors at Riley Hospital say they found a large wound to her neck and her whole body was covered in bruises. Finally, the suspect is being held on a $100,000 bond. She's due in court for an initial hearing later this week. Jesse Wells, CBS 4 News.
All right, Jesse, thank you. Neglect of a dependent resulting in a level 1 felony that carries a maximum sentence of 40 years in prison.
Indianapolis mother charged with neglect. It comes after the death of her 2-year-old daughter.
CBS 4's Jesse Wells has reaction to these charges. We want to warn you, you may find the photos and details in this story disturbing.
According to court records, the victim's mother admitted she knew she was neglecting her young kids by letting them live alone and in filth for days on end inside this apartment building behind me. While the suspect did her best to hide that neglect, she insisted she did not physically harm her kids on purpose.
See,
this disgusting
she thought she was smart.
With the covered crib and mattress is where a 2-year-old girl over the weekend. Police claim the entire apartment where the little girl and her young sibling lived was littered in garbage and rotten food. Preliminarily, doctors believe Skylar Gardner from hypothermia, but her body was also covered in bite marks with a puncture wound on her neck and frostbite on her feet and hands.
It's so sad on so many levels.
Attorney John Tompkins isn't connected to the case, but says the victim's mother, Chantel Gardner, was charged with murder and neglect not because she intended to hurt her child, but because prosecutors believe she knowingly placed her daughter in a deadly situation, leaving one question for a jury.
She knew it was bad. Did she know that someone would die?
According to this affidavit, Gardner told police she left her young children home alone for several hours every day and night while she stayed at her boyfriend's house. That boyfriend, Brian Thomas, is also charged with 2 counts of assisting a criminal. Over time, conditions inside the apartment got worse, and Gardner feared the neglect would be discovered. The affidavit claims Gardner said she tried cleaning the walls and maintaining things, but it became too overwhelming, and she eventually strayed away from the home altogether due to the smell inside the house.
So you're gonna leave your kids where you don't even like the smell. You can't even take it. And there's so many different people. I don't know. I don't give a damn. You can be mad at me all you want to. There's so many weak ass parents out here. So many just lazy, lackluster people out here that's having children. You need to quit that, bro. Until you can fathom the strength to take care of your responsibilities. Close your legs. Quit popping that cat. Quit throwing that cat across the room. Quit doing all of that, bro. Quit eating these men alive and having all this other stuff going on, and then expecting, you know what I'm saying, to continue to be blessed and expecting things not to happen to you for treating these kids the way that you do. You treating this man like God. You treating this woman like God, but you treating your kids like peasants. That's crazy to me and ass backwards. Take care of your responsibilities. Man up and woman up, man. It don't make no sense to be out here, you know what I'm saying, neglecting your kids to this manner right here. And now if y'all watching this video somewhere else, it's a video I'm doing on YouTube, y'all go check it out. But you know, I just want to say, you got to quit being a lackluster, lazy ass parent if you're going to have these kids, bro. They depending on you, they looking up to you, and they definitely mirror everything that they see. They mimic everything that they see we do. So why wouldn't you try to be the most top tier parent, top tier human being that you can be? Go work out, go do things to get your mental health together. Make sure that you're there 100% before you be out here just playing games, bullshit. It don't make no sense to me to bring these kids in if you're not ready to dedicate yourself to them. Even if it was an accident, you gotta man up and understand that, bro. You getting lazy, you being weird as hell, but you treating these dudes and these weirdos like they the best thing that ever happened, and they be bums, they lazy as hell. You don't even like them halfway. You just need some companionship. There's so many things to that, bro. Be strong, bro. And if you can't do it, call on God. Get you some help somewhere, bro. Stop being weird as hell. And I keep on saying bro because I'm mad. But yeah, it's just sad and unfortunate that so many children are witnessing bullshit ass parents. That's just, I'm going to call a spade, witnessing bullshit human beings every day. And that's why they go see other people and get inspired, because you ain't even inspiring them. I want to be the biggest, best thing my child see. I want my child not to just say idolize me, but hell, to idolize me. I want to be the person that's going to make you want more in life and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let you see me be lackluster. I'm not going to let you see me do that. Now, we're going to go through things, true enough, as human beings, but my child ain't finna have to go through it with me. I'm going to try my best to make sure that everything is okay. Let's get back into it, though.
None of that's a defense, but it's certainly worth noting that the systems that are in place to prevent this on a humanitarian level in our city failed.
Handling things on your own
horribly
to be out of control and unsafe is not the best idea. So we want to normalize this idea that asking for support is a responsible and good thing to do.
For their part, child neglect awareness advocates urge all parents to call the state's hotline and ask for help.
It's not about tearing families apart. It's about getting them the help and support they need before the really horrible outcomes happen.
Finally, the suspect made her initial court hearing today. In the meantime, she is being held without bond pending trial. Jesse Wells.
The Indianapolis mother is now charged with murder after her 2-year-old daughter was found dead in their northeast side of Indianapolis apartment on Saturday. We now know that medical examiners believe the child from hypothermia. We do have a warning that some of these details and photos that you're about to see are disturbing. These photos, shared by police, paint the picture of the living conditions for 2-year-old Skylar Gardner and her 3-year-old brother. Police say their mother, Chantel Gardner, told them that she would leave the children home alone every night and for hours during the day. The home was determined to be a biohazard with feces smeared on the walls, trash, and open food containers. Gardner's boyfriend has also been charged for assisting a criminal who committed murder. Skylar was found with bites, bruises all over her body, and a wound to her neck that the coroner believes came from a rodent. Detectives also say the home was between 46 to 51 degrees inside. For more details about the investigation and also what the mother told police, look for this story right now at WRTV.com.
Man, that's the end of that video. You know, I just really feel like she needs to go through the same thing that this baby went through. To look at the person that's supposed to be here for you, leave you in a house like this every day is crazy to me. You know, I'm just so aggravated and upset, bro. I can say so much. I'm going to try to chill out because of how YouTube is and stuff like that. But I want to say, people like that, people like her, if you like that, your ass is grass in some type of way. Now, my people, I know y'all ain't out here tripping like this. I hope y'all ain't. But people like this that's watching this, trying to see somebody else's results and see what to do better than they did so you won't go to jail or get in trouble for doing the same exact thing, yeah, it's gonna get caught regardless one way or another. So you keep on playing. If you don't want them kids, give them to somebody who do. There's so many people out here that will accept these children and treat them 10 times better than you would ever have. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's all I got to say about this. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the whole situation. If you made it to the end of this video, I definitely do appreciate you, specifically you for sure. I rock with it. I really appreciate that. Other than that, I'll holler at y'all later on another video. All right.